There are no monsters, right? Wrong. Holto.
Welcome back. That trailer gets me every time. That shot with the hammer where he just, boom, takes him out, turns him into coins. You had an audible reaction to that. I love that part of the trailer.
I've seen that trailer like 10 times already, and I'm still
good.
like, oh, that's awesome. The whole baseball outfit, the whole sledgehammer, and the dissipation of the body, coins falling. I don't know if that happens IRL, but...
That is a cool replacement of Blood. Like, there are a lot of games that are very realistic and, like, will have very realistic graphics when it comes to their FPS game. But the finals, I think, plays into the coin theme very, very well, and I do appreciate that.
It's the whole VR idea. You know, it's so smart. When I was doing my research on the finals, the idea that was the inspiration was Hunger Games meets Gladiator. I also heard there was another one, Fall Guys. And I was like, I see it. I understand.
I suppose with the tournaments and as the kind of game show feel, that does make sense. Like, I can understand that. That's really cool. It's nice to know the inspirations that game devs pull from. But we've pulled some Twitchcon goers back up onto the LAN stage to see if they can reach the finals for another game of Quick Cash. But here we go with the beginning. Looks like a rush straight for that vault #1. We'll see if they can't win the race there.
I got to see like a little glimpse of the builds that these two teams or three teams got to. I see 2 lights and a medium, and then I also saw 2 mediums, and I believe it was a heavy. So we have a little bit of different classes going on here.
I like it. It seems like you gotta have your comfort picks up on stage. Sometimes you gotta play to what your team needs, but here I think comfort is the biggest deal. That's a nice shot though, up in the air. Player trying to escape using a jump pad, but it needs great effect here. The F-car spraying and praying and connecting a little bit at a low health player that was taken out, and a teammate to help finish the job.
Yeah, this is a bad situation here for the big splash. Only 1 player remaining, and they're just gonna run to hide and just give up on this vault, which, you know, fine, let's do that.
Still, they win that fight, and they get treated to easy access to the vault. Now, in Quick Cash, you don't get that 1,000 credits for just unlocking the vault. You do have to cash out. It's first to 2 cash outs straight up, a lot more simple, just as chaotic. And the vault has been fully unlocked, so we'll see if we can't get that box to a station.
Big Splash still wanting to do some damage after coming back to life. This is a reminder also, once you revive yourself without your teammates rezzing you, you do lose a coin, which means you only get a certain amount of revives on your side before the timer just becomes too high and you have to wait out and lose out on some precious time.
Think of it as soul. Think of it as soul.
All right, we get a little bit of insight into the comms. A little bit of panic right there. A lot of our players got tagged up through the window. And
there's a window.
Trying to figure out how to use the grappling hook, but not quite there just yet. Learning on the fly, I can respect it. Grenade looking to dunk an enemy and pulls out the SR-84. Unfortunately not connecting with anything at the moment.
Yeah, this is a lot of, let's realize where we are on this map. New map, everyone's trying to learn where the ins and outs of it are. As we heard from the devs, this is a more plan A, plan E, B kind of entry exit, so it's a little bit more linear than any other of the maps. And it seems like right now, Kingfish is having an easier time maintaining the point.
And blue side keeping control of that cash out station despite the chaos that unfolded about a floor below. So never really even penetrating the room in which the station is located. They got a turret set up. This team is ready to defend. The healing beam in support. It's a simple loadout with, I believe, the defib being the only non-standard piece of utility that this player is using. But, I mean, winning right now, everyone needs a good support player, and it's working out so far.
Actually, I think this team is 3 mids. We see two turrets and then a healing beam. And that's going to be so annoying to have to deal with when retaking a point, because those turrets, they're essentially extra players on the site. You have to eliminate the turrets. They take so much damage. You got to invest so much of your ammo onto it. Let's see how Big Splash deals with it. They try to go in, but it's going to be the flank from Kingfish, who's able to maintain onto the vault.
And one player still running around looking for a way back into the cash out station, but has 2 teammates right around it. I think it is secured. That will be the first cash out for our blue team, and you can hear it in the comms as well. They know they've got it, so looking forward to that next vault.
They're so happy. I don't know if you guys can hear the comms, but these comms are vibes. They're like, we got it. We're in it. No problem. The communication is so important in this game because you got to make quick decisions. You either go for a vault, maybe one of them's closer and you haven't really paid attention to your map. Maybe there's someone on your back like we're seeing. And even right now, their comms is like, oh, someone's on me. Maybe we don't even go for that vault. Let's just go for this fight.
This player's very isolated away from his 2 teammates, having to catch up after engaging with an enemy. Right there, but no harm done. He escapes with his life and will reposition around that second vault. But here we go. A sniper rifle being utilized, looking for any semblance of any oppositional players that poke their heads above cover. But nothing found right there. Still looking to connect with that gun. Oh.
Oh, no.
Ah.
Just one more shot. Instead, they're going to have to go straight into the fight. Player 5, flanking on 2, needs to reposition, goes down. Kingfish using that healing beam to keep their teammates nice and healthy, to continue to engage onto that fight.
They just know how to play around each other. The healing is perfect. The shots aren't connecting of the snipers on the other side, but from behind at AKM, again, it's the basic gun, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work well. Using it to find a second kill and around a corner, enemy spotted. They had the jump on him, and yet our blue side, the Kingfish, even with that element of surprise on the opposite side, cleaning up.
Over here, over here.
I saw the vision by that player. Was like, hey, let's just try to hide. We'll reposition with our team once things calm down. But no, Kingfish, they just want to go for the eliminations, and then they get the security of not even having to engage in a fight after they turn into the vault.
Watch out, watch out.
This long-range gunfight is not working at the moment from the Big Splash. They, well, even in close proximity, I suppose, getting killed as well. So the fight's not working out for our team on the orange side, and that cash box should be headed right for our cash out station B.
Team composition, you're saying it could be a little better for our orange team here, and that's okay.
The shooting could be better too.
That's okay, fine. I was trying to be nice here, but yes, aim needs to be improved, confirmed. The aiming ain't there, and that's okay because there's so many different options, right? There's so many different weapons. This might just not be it for them.
Perhaps not. They have to fix it soon though if they do want to win up on the land stages. If this cash out is completed, that'll be the end of our second game of Quick Cash, as it is, again, 1-2. Here we go. Orange team making a blitz for the cash out station. And the Big Splash taking a second, looking for any points of entry, grabbing some canisters as well, see what they can blow up.
I love that about this game is, yes, utility is set up here onto the B site by Kingfish, but it can be easily disturbed with those canisters. Like you were saying, there's so many canisters that you can pick up and just explode things out of the blue. Kind of like we're seeing here. Big splash, trying to get rid of some structures here. The problem also with the big splash is the fact that they have 2 lights. Lights are very easily destructible, very easy eliminated, and we can see how quickly Kingfish is making work of that.
Yeah, that may not be the move for a 2v2, or I guess one team versus one team. And they're, again, getting cleaned up. They are going to need just one more fight, as you can hear in the comms. That cash out station is very close to being secured, but one more push will tell us how this game will end.
I would love to see the defaults versus this team. I think that would be a really great matchup. If there's somewhere in the crowd, we'd love to see that. But in the meantime, maybe one more effort, like you mentioned, to retake on, to steal that cash out. We saw Oscar do it. Can this team do it?
Well, zipping around is good and all, unless you're zipping right into a poisonous cloud with a turret staring right at you. And that is a lesson aptly learned on the land stage. Cash out number 2 has been secured, and that is the end of our second game. They're celebrating up on stage. They're getting hyped. Get hyped for them. Come on now, give them a round of applause. That was a great display of the finals.
Utility, teamwork, you name it, it was there. Communication, I wish I could show you guys the comms. They were on point. That's kind of how I expect everyone to be now. The bar has been set.
I think it was set when we had a team reach 110,000 cash in one game of cash out earlier. That was insane. And teams keep getting close to that. I mean, that was fairly dominant. Just 2 eliminations on the side of the big splash. And you could see it in the smiles of our winning team. They represented the Kingfish very well.
I loved it. I love the team composition. It's something that I'm going to try at home. 2 mediums, actually 3 mediums that was. 2 turrets on the side, and then just a healing beam, just in case things got a little bit too crazy. But also, I guess, one of the learning things is going to be maybe don't have too many lights on your squad because it might become a little too difficult.
I mean, when you're using the basic kit, I mean, you can get outclassed, but they were hitting all their shots. Even with the lights and their fast movement speed, they were getting tracked down by the crosshairs of the AKMs on the side of our winning team. So, well done. And I mean, if you want to play the finals up on stage, there is a pretty sizable queue over to the side over there. So make sure you talk to stage managers or whoever will get you in. I don't know. Not us. We just talk over the video games. We're not in charge of that. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, ooh, I see some faces that I know that have played FPS games. So we'll see how they go from that other FPS to this FPS. I'm judging you. I'm judging you. I want to see those shots. Oh, we got a headbang. All right. It's about to go down. I just want you to know that. They're a pretty high level FPS player in another game. We'll see how this one fares out. Not to scare the other team. I don't know, though. I feel like I kind of jinxed it. I was like, the default skins are going to have trouble with the cosplayers, and then the default skins ended up popping off. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know at this point.
They're still catching strays for just being in regular clothes. Like, the only reason we're calling them the default skin is because they weren't cosplaying up on stage. We appreciate everybody that gets up on stage, no matter if you're in costume or not. That's I hope they're back up here, though, because they were good.
Yeah, I hope so, too. I wonder, I can't remember faces. All faces are meshing together now.
All right, well, if you can hear us and you're walking out in the Twitchcon kind of main street area, make sure you stop by. Although I do love how the crowd has really filled in over here at the land stage. Hey, crowd, can you make some noise for me? That's a privilege I'll never get over, being on a caster desk. Being
able to command the crowd?
Yeah.
Can I get a oh yeah? Oh, they talk back?
Yeah.
Wait. Can we get the finals? Can we get we love the finals? Oh, they're tired of me already.
Can we get a cheese?
Can we get a ooh woo? Oh, there was a no. I'm sad.
We've exhausted our privileges. I don't blame them there, though. Fair enough.
Yeah, too much. Too much too soon. Okay, I haven't bought them dinner yet. That's
No.
why.
Either way, the crowd is very good. We're, again, recycling players up on the LAN stage to get everyone the LAN experience of playing the finals, up under the bright lights in front of the phenomenal crowd, in front of anyone that passes by the LAN stage here at TwitchCon San Diego. More commercials coming up for just a second, but we will be back in just a little bit. Don't go too far.